Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get the frames you love at Quartz Optical. Get 20% off single vision lenses and 25% off progressive lenses. Shop with no cash and pay absolutely nothing for 30 days. Book your eye examination appointment online today on www.quartzoptical.com. We've got the frames you love only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Offer ends February 29th, 2024. Conditions apply.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, Minister of Education and National Reconciliation Curtis King was among 5 Eastern Caribbean ministers who represented the region at the important ministerial meeting of education in Santiago, Chile last month. The ministers joined leaders from across Latin America and the Caribbean to discuss how to improve education for millions of students. According to UNICEF Eastern Caribbean, key priorities of the meetings were supporting teachers, ensuring that there are enough great teachers equipped with the necessary training and support, student well being, creating safe and healthy learning environments where all children can thrive, and modernizing classrooms, equipping schools with the technology and infrastructure they need for the 21st century. UNICEF says that these investments are essential for giving all children in the Eastern Caribbean a quality education, which is the foundation for a brighter future. Officials from the Caribbean Digital Transformation Project under the Ministry of Finance handed over cadastral equipment to the Land and Surveys Department. Chief Surveyor Keith Francis said the equipment will boost the work of his department tremendously. He also stated the modern state of the art equipment now required his team to receive refresher training to be ready enough to use them and serve the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines efficiently. Speaking at the handing over ceremony, project coordinator Winston George said the project intends to upgrade the civil registry and the ID system, enhance trade facilitation of goods in and out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a payment of taxes, and transactions to do with land and properties. The Caribbean Digital Transformation Project is funded under the World Bank to the tune of US $30 million. The equipment handed over included drones, GPS units, magnetic locators, and handheld GPS devices. The cost of the equipment is US $137,924.46. Still on the local scene, the Ministry of Agriculture collaborated with the Food and Agriculture Organization, the FAO, to host an engaging 4-day intermediate training on crop monitoring and agriculture disaster needs assessment using unmanned aerial systems and participatory GIS approaches. According to an official release, this training is designed to equip technical officers from various departments within the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry, and Fisheries with innovative insights and methodologies. The training commenced on Monday, February 5th and concluded on Thursday, February 8th. Throughout the workshop, participants engaged in dynamic group activities and immersive, hands-on sessions designed to foster lively discussions and practical learning experiences. The Agriculture Ministry says these sessions covered a wide range of topics, including disaster needs assessment, ecological sampling techniques, flight planning strategies for crop monitoring, normalized difference vegetation index (NDVI), mapping, and analysis techniques, and an introduction to artificial intelligence for supporting cutting-edge crop counting applications. On to news in the region. The government of Jamaica will continue to lobby the United States to provide greater assistance in stemming the flow of illegal guns into the island, says Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Addressing a security seminar at the AC Marriott Hotel in St. Andrew on February 7th, Jamaica's Prime Minister said this would bolster the measures the government has implemented to secure the country's points of entry and bring the crime problem under control. Prime Minister Holness also informed that the massive investments have been made in boosting the capabilities of the security forces to increase surveillance and detect illicit items at ports of entry. This includes investments in offshore patrol vessels and maritime patrol aircraft and boosting scanning capabilities at ports. Cleanup activities are expected to continue throughout the day in a bid to contain a massive oil spill affecting the southeastern coastline in Tobago. Yesterday, the Tobago House of Assembly, the THA, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, during a press conference, said that given the extent of the damage and spread, cleanup efforts may go well into the weekend. He also noted that in the coming hours, the situation's emergency level may be elevated to a Tier 3. In a Facebook update just after 1 a.m. today, Augustine said the main focus at this time would be to contain the spill. He said last night the THA, through the Tobago Emergency Management Authority TEMA, had collaborated with Kaizen International, Frontier Divers, the Fisherfolk Association of Tobago, the Port Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, and private boat owners to set up and mobilize nearshore oil spill boomers at the Scarborough port. On the international scene, former U.S. President Donald Trump has won the Nevada Republican caucus by a large margin. The only other person whose name was on the ballot was Ryan Binkley, a pastor and businessman. It means Mr. Trump will take all Nevada's 26 delegates, the system used by the parties, to determine their presidential candidate. Initial results show the former president gaining over 99% of the vote. He has now won contests in 3 states, Nevada, Iowa, and New Hampshire, making him the presumptive Republican candidate in November's general election. He also won a Republican caucus in the U.S. Virgin Islands and unincorporated territory. Donald Trump's only serious challenger left in the race, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, had opted not to take part in the Nevada caucus and to appear in the state's primary vote instead. Finally, in sports, the SVG Table Tennis Association is set to hold an assessment table tennis trial tomorrow, Saturday, February 10th, 2024, at the West St. George Secondary School in Bel Air. According to the association, the event is in an effort to select teams for the LQ Invitational Tournament in Grenada during the month of March and a league competition in St. Lucia scheduled for early April. Players who are under 19 and 15 years old will be competing for spots on a team to Grenada and senior players for St. Lucia. The under 19s and 15s will be in action from 10 a.m. and the seniors at 12:35 p.m. This is the association's first tournament for 2024. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. And join us again at 3 o'clock for WEFM's 3 p.m. news. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Quartz St. Vincent Limited.
Save up to 30% store-wide. Now that's unbeatable value you will love. Find it only at Quartz. We've got the best range in appliances, electronics, furniture, and so much more. With the best quality and the best prices. Now that's a match you'll love. Get it today with no cash and pay over time. Only at Quartz. Bringing